Pablo, they on your head. Let's hear it.
Be totally different.
CR, how would you compare this to Pablo Torre's aspiration investigation? A lot of circumstantial evidence, but can't find the smoking gun. And Ballmer versus Arthur Lee Allen.
He should have
kind of
dressed
similar.
up.
They kind of have a similar vibe.
Similar vibes.
Yeah, they do.
Ballmer and
Pablo's spinning out a little bit like Graysmith did.
Yeah. I'm not the CEO of Aspiration, and I wouldn't tell you if I was.
Yeah.
Be totally.
Okay, that's just one. But this one happened yesterday, too. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Pablo Torre calls out Chris Broussard. Chris Broussard? Insane analysis on Minneapolis shooting. This administration, I don't want to read that because I think I'm going to have to read it again. So let's just get to it. All right. So, damn, Pablo. Chris Broussard says, if you can't clearly and boldly state the craziness of Democrats being unable to define what a woman is and saying men can get pregnant. Okay, so that's Mark Lamont Hill said that. And that lady who, the Dr. Verma, who went in front of the Senate, I think, and she could not answer, can a man get pregnant? You know, so that's what he's saying. And so he's trying to be balanced. The madness of Republicans defending the murder of Alex Preddy, then you're following a political party ideology and not the Lord Jesus Christ. Now, everybody knows that Chris Broussard is religified. So do not. Anyway, he did. All right, so Pablo Torre did. Pablo Torre says, this equivalence is obviously insane. Is it? But there is a through line here. See? Insane equivalence, but there is something of commonality. I guess two things can be true, but I don't think so. Which is that this administration and its array of compliant media companies really want you to think that the marginalized people they're actively victimizing are somehow the real bullies. It's batshit. I think he's using that Chris Broussard's on Fox, FS1. So, media companies. Let me just inform people real quick. I'm not gonna jump in the middle of that one right now because I need some more video. I need to hear it, get tonality. One, Fox and FS1, in terms of politics, not even connected. And people don't know that, like literally. Like FS1 is owned by Disney, right? Didn't they buy in all that? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I just knew from even before because they purchased it when I was there. Before that, there is not a single Rupert Murdoch mandate talk. I never met a Murdoch. It's none of that. So just clear that up. But two, there's an equivalence that's insane, but it's also a through line here. Not much there, Pablo. I'm gonna wait. But I want to say this about Pablo. This is the thing. I do agree with Bill Simmons, in the sense of these circumstantial arguments are great podcasts, but I don't know if they hold up. We'll see what happens with Steve Ballmer. They're not gonna do anything in the NBA until after the All-Star game because Intuit Dome is hosting the All-Star game. But after that, we'll see what happens. So I will reserve judgment. But I have not been thoroughly convinced of any of these investigations so far, but thoroughly entertained, which is obviously insane. Let me stop. So we'll see, Pablo. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But before we flow, boy, we check in on your blood flow, boy. Are you guys using VINIA? Oh, my God, what are you guys doing? Let's keep it real, family. Energy isn't about sugar or caffeine. Nah, none of that fake stuff. It's about blood flowing. When your circulation's strong, the oxygen, the nutrients, they hit your muscles, your brain and heart, and goes where it needs to go. What does that mean? More focus, more alert, and you are ready with more energy. So come on, go to VINIA.com/Marcellus. Use the discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Who's Marcellus? Me. You know your boy. 10-year NFL All-Pro baller. Had to go after it without VINIA, without this real product. Had to use that fake stuff, sugar and caffeine. Good thing is, it got me up there. Bad thing is, pow. Boy, would you crash sometimes in the middle of the game. So now, in the game of life, I have VINIA. you can too. So make sure you use VINIA in your daily routine. I don't care if you're a dad, I don't care if you're a coach or a chauffeur like me, all the above. You need this to be more focused, more alert, and it helps you be on the go. So go to vinia.com/Marcellus, Marcellus10 for the discount code, and you will get 10% off. That's vinia.com/Marcellus. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.